Fantasy football is back, and I don't want you guys to fail. I want you to win your league. So in this video, I'm going to give you 3 players, big name players you need to avoid. And I mean like literally just stay away, do not draft, no matter what happens, no matter what the consensus and consensus are telling you. Stay to the end. I'm even going to give you a bonus one, a quarterback that they are now trying to coerce you into drafting who's absolutely going to bust, okay? So do not draft these 4 players. We're going to do a bonus here, okay? Now, we are in full flow draft season. I'm out here in nature here. My kids play tennis. They're in tennis camp. So I'm out here. There's a beautiful park here, some nature. Going to soak it in and give you guys and deliver you guys winning content. If you are new to the channel, make sure you guys do smash that subscribe button. We're almost at 100K. Let's hit the 100K mark. We are so close. I've been at this for years, grinding at it organically. It's been a long grind, but a fun grind. So hit the subscribe button, smash the thumbs up. It really helps the channel. Drop a comment below. Which player are you avoiding? I always like to make my videos interactive. I interact with you guys. I dive into the comments as often as I can. I know a lot of the other people in the industry. I'm the top guy in the industry, but I know a lot of the other guys that have been at this a long time don't even reply back to comments, which I think is ludicrous. So in the comments below, make sure you guys drop a name. Who is it that you're absolutely avoiding, regardless of whatever anyone says? Nobody can trick you. You are avoiding this person no matter what. Drop the name below in the comments and make sure you guys subscribe and hit the thumbs up. Also, if you have not got the 16-round draft solution, secure the solution. Literally, guys, I'm giving you the championship on a silver platter. Sleepers, breakouts, optimal players. Grab 16 rounds. I've linked it below. You will be light years, and I mean light years ahead of the sheep. Grab it below, okay? So these 4 players, let's talk about them. The first player that's jumping out at me, it's a definite avoid, 100%, is going to be Devin Otchain. Now, I just saw a video, or what was it, like a screenshot, some post that I reposted. If you're not following my Instagram, follow my Instagram, where they're saying Ollie Gordon, the rookie, can be a workhorse running back, okay? That's not a good sign for Otchain owners. Now, the main reason Otchain, okay, is actually anywhere near the top is because he had a good season last year. I mean, 203 attempts, not what I want out of my running back, but he had a decent season. You know, got it done in the receiving game. He's explosive, but understand, they were not optimal last year. Tyreek Hill was not at the top of his game. Listen, I don't believe in him. He finished 5, and coincidentally, copy and paste. That's what they always do, is they coerce you into just copying and pasting on last year. They had him at top 5. I got Maureen Hampton ahead of this guy. I think R.J. Harvey is better than him. I think Caleb Johnson. So much more talent. These rookies that come in are going to finish ahead of Otchain. To invest a top 5 running back pick, meaning like early second, like probably like late first type thing, on Otchain, that's a huge waste, okay? I don't see it. They brought in Ollie Gordon. I think Jalen Wright's taking a step up. I really just don't believe in this offense. So to me, he's screaming bust. And he's smaller. He's a smaller guy. Like, I just don't trust his durability. We saw that in the first year. Had himself a good year last year. There's just so many signs pointing to me that say that Otchain's going to bust. I don't believe in him. Ollie Gordon's going to step. They just got other options. There's also a video of Tyreek saying that they should take him. I saw this video. Go look it up, Tyreek Hill. He came out and said, like, we should be taking out Otchain on third down near the goal line. Like, that's crazy. I might be misquoting it, but something along that line. So even Tyreek, I think, is having doubts. And again, correct me if I'm wrong. So Otchain's the first one you have to avoid, all right? Second player here, and I'm not just going to give you the typical guys here. T. Higgins is an obvious one. Do not draft. But the next guy that jumps out at me is a first-round pick. It's Puka Nacua. Now, I've talked about this before. All I see is Puka Nacua praising Davante Adams, giving him his number, his jersey number, telling him, oh, you can go ahead of me. You're the first guy. Like, dude, that's number one. First of all, when you're the alpha, you shouldn't be praising the other wide receiver, giving him pretty much your job. You don't do that, and your jersey number and everything else, right? What's he going to hand over? His girlfriend and wife next? I wouldn't be surprised the way that Puka's acting, okay? I don't know if he's married. I don't know his whole story. I don't follow Puka's personal life. But the point I'm trying to make is, like, are you crazy? Like, you got to be like, I'm the alpha. This is the line in the sand. You come in now, and you're the 2. You are the second behind me. I'm the number 1 here, right? Not to mention Stafford's kind of dealing with some back stuff, and, you know, he's kind of day-to-day and stuff like that. So do I really trust Puka? No, not especially for a first-round guy who didn't even finish the season last year. So you got to contend with injury as well. Just not a guy that I trust. So I need you guys to be cautious implement caution when looking at any wide receiver round one. We got Jamar Chase coming off a pinnacle year. Justin Jefferson is McCarthy the real deal. You want to be anchoring. We're talking fantasy football draft strategy, anchoring the workhorse running backs early. And I talk about the 16-round draft solution. Once you get the 16-round draft solution, it will all make sense to you. So go ahead and do that. Secure the solution, and you will secure the championship, okay? So we've talked about Puka. I'm avoiding Achin. I'm avoiding. These are some early round guys. But there is some guys kind of like mid to later that are jumping out. I mean, there's a lot of players to avoid. I just want you guys to avoid potential pitfalls. And again, I lay out all the optimal players in 60 rounds, not putting in the players that are going to bust in there as well, okay? Let's talk about a rookie. Now, everyone says everybody's so high on rookies and stuff like that. And I am. Everyone says, Joe, you're so high on rookies. You like Trey Harris, you like Harvey, you like all these rookies, blah, blah, blah. You love your rookies, okay? What is a rookie to avoid? Now, I think T-Mac, Tatoria McMillan, I think I'd be cautious about, okay? Because out of all the wide receivers, he is the most expensive, and he's playing on Carolina. Do you want to invest a, 5th round pick, give or take, right? Depending on how many people in your league. That is very expensive. He's ranked, who decides and says, hey, McMillan from the Panthers is the number one wide receiver? And I could definitely see it, right? I see because the talent on there isn't that good. You got Leggett there who really didn't do anything, but could emerge, right? And it's a suspect offense all around. I think just all around it's suspect, and I don't even believe in Bryce Young. That's the main reason I'm avoiding him. So it's just it's high draft capital. I think there's better rookies. I think Higgins out of Houston is good. I think there's a lot of rookies, again, laid out all in 16 rounds. Make sure you guys grab it. I've linked it below. Head on over to thefantasyfootballcounselor.com. And I'm telling you, the reason I keep promoting it is because you're going to have an ironclad roster, a backup plan for a backup plan. So going back to McMillan, he could be good. He could be a breakout. Out of these guys that I'm mentioning here, he could be that breakout guy. Be like, man, Joe, you avoid him, you missed out. And I'm okay with that because I'm drafting other players round 5. It's just I look at McMillan, I just think, for a rookie, round 5, when I can get other guys that are in a good position, like Trey Harris, for example. Now there's talk about Trey Harris dropping some balls in camp. Am I concerned? Yes and no. I mean, we had Jamar Chase dropping balls in camp his rookie year. So part of me is I'm annoyed, but I'm not really concerned, okay? So if you guys want all these training camp updates, follow my Instagram, Fantasy Football Counselor. Turn on the bell to my Instagram account. I'm putting a lot in story mode, okay? So, McMillan, I don't get who decided that he's the one. It's just crazy. I don't know if I believe in him. I don't believe in the offense. I don't believe in Bryce Young, and just way too expensive draft capital, okay? So that's number 3. Now that bonus one, I was just reading right now about this quarterback here, and here's the deal. The guy I'm talking about is Justin Fields. Hold on a second. Let me explain this, okay? The reason the Consheeps are promoting Justin Fields is very simple, okay? They're saying that, if you miss out on Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson, the first 3 rounds, then you could go ahead and substitute that with Justin Fields. That thought process is ludicrous. When you are drafting any quarterback in fantasy football, you have to make sure that quarterback is stable, secure, and you're anchoring your team with an ace quarterback that's proven. Now, with the quarterback position, you're able to better track that. You're able to see more consistency in regards to pattern on how they perform. With running backs, you get some volatility and injury. With wide receivers, you get some more stability. Tight ends, a little more volatile. We saw it with Laporta coming down last year based off his pinnacle year. A little more volatility. But with quarterback, you should be anchoring your team with that ace quarterback, okay? And Justin Fields ain't it. Now, I'm just hearing out of training camp today, his completions. I miss, again, check my story mode. I don't have the stat in front of me, but 2 for 10 or something like that for completions. Throwing interceptions, looking terrible in camp. Dude, this guy sucks. He's not good. And I see the rushing upside. I know you get tempted and the value's there, right? But I definitely like Bo Nix at that value, maybe a round or so earlier, give or take. Bo Nix, I feel way more secure with. He put up some numbers last year. He proved he could do it, and he's doing better. He's improved. They've improved that offense. So if you're going to decide between Bo Nix and Fields, definitely Bo Nix, way more upside, better player, more consistency, definitely safer, okay? Do not believe the sheep telling you should draft this guy. Remember, last year, I pulled up a screenshot in my couple last videos where we looked at the top 3 rounds and 15 were busts. And out of those busts, I warned you on 14 of them. The only guy I was kind of off on was Harrison. I thought he was good value round 2, Marvin Harrison. But I think I like him better this year in round 3, and he's going to improve. But, they were talking about Ayuk and Debo round 2 to 3, which was crazy. Crazy. Tyreek Hill round 1, CMC first overall, and on and on and on. And these guys are misleading you, and they continue to do that. So if you guys want to win, if you want to know all the players to avoid, all the guys to draft, grab 16 rounds. I'm telling you, you'll be light years ahead. And again, make sure you guys are subscribed to this channel, the #1 fantasy football podcast. Subscribe, turn on the bell, and comment below. Draft season is in full session right now, and I want you guys to genuinely win. That's why I built this brand. That's why I started it, so you guys actually win. All right? Thumbs up on the way out. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a player you don't like, you're not drafting, and we'll keep the content rolling for you daily. Turn on that bell and subscribe. Have yourself an outstanding day. I'm going to get back to my kids' tennis camp here. We're ready to go home soon. I'm going to upload this video, get it out to you. Have yourself an outstanding day. We'll talk soon.